Here are 3 simple tricks you can use to make better melodies today. All you have to remember are 3 T's: texture, timing, and threes. I'm going to show you some tricks today where we can make better melodies. The next 2 T's are timing and threes. We're going to write in piano. You can write in any stringed instrument: piano, violin, guitar. This is a free contact library. What we're going to do is write in threes. So first we're going to start with harmony, and then from the harmony we're going to write melody. So let's start with D minor 9, then we're going to move to a tritone substitution, and then we're going to move into tonic. Now, the cool part about this piano is that they've embedded time differences. So all the notes don't hit perfectly on time. Okay, then we're going to do a tritone substitution. Let's just do a dominant ninth, and I'm just going to write it in. And then a C major ninth. And now we're getting that lo-fi vibe because of that background ambiance. Let's flatten the 5 and the ninth just to make it cooler sounding. Actually, let's raise the sharp. So this will set the ambiance. Melody needs to have an environment. What I'll do is I'll copy the texture, I'll overlay it. See how this feels more real? Now we can figure out what key we want to write in. In FL Studio, you have a typing keyboard to help you out. If you don't have a MIDI controller, just right click here, right click on the root note of C. We're in octave 4 in this case, and then we're going to write in the major scale. Now you can use the major pentatonic to harmonize over this chord progression, or you could use just the major scales in general. So once you do this, you can't really hit a wrong note. Okay, so I just improv that. There was no right or wrong thing. It's just we're using a specific scale. We're locked into that scale. Usually pentatonic sounds better over your notes, over your major scale, if you're improving. Notice the 3 here, rule of 3, rule of 3. It repeats itself. Even here we have 6 notes, 3 and 3. Now here I could do that better, so I'm going to re-record this part. Okay, so you can improv and literally just go up and down the scale. And now you have a simple melody. So use those 3. You have timing, you have texture, and then you have threes. Combine all these and you get a realistic melody. And if you want to take your melodies to a different level, I highly recommend wavs.com. It's waves.com. And just click on any of these loops. We're going to click on the guitars, for example. And when you download the actual file, download the multi-track and just study how many instruments go into a specific loop. So click the download and then download the stems. That will give you each instrument separated into what's called a multi-track, and you can study the sound selection. If you want 50% off, use code BWB50. I'll leave the link below and the code below. Let's apply these concepts to a yeet beat. Okay, so let's up the BPM and let's use the rule of thirds first. Okay, now let's add some texture. So I recorded a texture where I sped it up and I reversed it. So it's like a background type of sound. And I'm just gonna play it just like it's a note. Applying those techniques created the simple yeet melody. And melody's all about expression. If you struggle with melody, try writing in one key, whether major or minor, and then you could always transpose either using your keyboard or in the actual DAW. So I play this chord progression a lot because it helps me understand different concepts like a tritone substitution, minor ninth chords, major ninth chords. And then also just simply using your left hand for the bass and then walking up one half step at a time. Half steps are the magic to melody. Using that tension and then back. So really, if you continue to struggle with melodies, I want you to think about breaking apart chords. I can play that same chord progression, just spread out and up an octave. And I'll play the same chord progression transposed. So let's transpose it first. So I'm gonna go down one key. I'm gonna play the same exact thing. Now, is this perfect training for a musician? Not necessarily. As a music producer, we just want to get to ideas quickly. Okay, so that will help your brain kind of explore new keys and different ideas in your mind, simply going outside the key. Now that was up an octave. Also try chord progressions like 2-5-1. Now notice it's happening in threes, 2-5-1. Now in that case, I'm using a tritone substitution. So it's just going down in half steps in the bass. So again, don't overlook half steps. That's why I said learn chords so that you can split up the chords and it sounds more melodic. I'll give you guys a couple more tips here from being a producer for a while now and what I've learned. So let's go up again, keep transposing the key. Now we're gonna go, instead of going up one, instead of going down one, we're gonna go up one semitone. Now, when you go up semitones, you create a happier vibe. When you go down, you create a sadder vibe. Okay, I really want you to use those intervals and half steps to add a lot of emotion to your sound. And another kind of like last tip is if you're struggling with melody and you have a MIDI controller, which most people don't, try using your black notes because these are usually used for R&B. And you can create a lot of voicings just kind of messing around. Okay, and you'll come up with new ideas as you hear these new voicings and overtones. Lastly, I want you to think about the bass octave. The bass can change the identity of a chord. Here I'm playing A minor, but if I add the F in the bass, I'm now playing F major 7. So the bass is also a part of your melody, and so many people overlook. All right, so just have fun with those concepts. Again, it's all really about the rule of thirds. That's the main one. And just accept timing. Don't quantize everything. It takes the soul out of your recordings and when you're adding in notes. Also mess with velocity differences. But texture is going to give you that realistic vibe as well. So if you want to learn more, we have a new music theory magic series. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/music theory magic. I'm going to give you a chord code chart for free on how to make any chord using number, a scale code chart, and a mode code chart as well. So go to busyworksbeats.com/music theory magic. Thanks for watching. It's Game from busyworksbeats.com. Peace.